Roundtable Sports Network brings you NFL divisional debate coverage on a weekly basis from your favorite content creators across YouTube, featuring the AFC East Roundtable live Monday and Wednesday evenings, the AFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC South Roundtable live Tuesdays at 7 p.m. EST, the NFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST. The AFC West Roundtable live Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST. The NFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. The AFC North Roundtable live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. EST. The NFC East Roundtable live Thursdays at 6 p.m. EST. Roundtable Sports. Real coverage from real fans. What is going on, Roundtable Sports? It's your boy Richie, and today is game day. It's Sunday. Let's go, baby. Shout out to BetUS for powering today's show. We will be previewing Sunday morning football here on Roundtable Sports Network. You guys enjoyed episode 1 of this brand new show that I created here on Roundtable Sports last week. And I asked the chat, I was like, guys, do you want to see this as a weekly thing? Do you want to see a Sunday morning show on Roundtable Sports Network? And you guys answered, all right? You guys answered, and it seemed like you guys are enjoying it. So that's what we're doing today. We will be previewing all you need to know about week number 2 across the NFL. Talk about each game. You see the week 2 schedule is on the screen. We may have some special guests coming in within the Roundtable Network. So that's exciting as well. Shout out to everybody that is tuning into the show right now. We really do appreciate you guys big time. Big time shout out. And I just realized my mic isn't even on. What the heck? Hold on one sec, folks. Hit the like button on your way in. I just realized my mic isn't even on. I'm talking to you through my MacBook mic. What am I? There we go. There's the audio. There it is. There it is. I thought I turned it on. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. It is all good. We got our Atlanta Falcons rep. Rise up. Got to wait till Monday night, but here to support all other teams. Salute to my boy. Salute to my boy, 95 North Falcons Talk Show, one of the 2 Falcons representatives on the NFC South round. Can I give a shout out to the NFC South Roundtable real quick? Because the NFC South Roundtable went nuclear this week. Okay, I got to update. I got to check the standings or the views of the NFC South Roundtable because, boy, oh boy, their episode this past week went crazy. 8.7K views for the NFC South Roundtable, and on their preview show, 5.3 thousand views. They're already at 1.6 thousand subscribers. Boy, oh boy, the NFC South Roundtable is launched, okay? It is doing their damn thing. So shout out to the NFC South Roundtable. They did a great job this past week, which is awesome to see. And shout out to everybody tuning in. Putting in work, NFC South Roundtable. You know it. You knew it. Jets Forever, I knew it sounded off. Yeah, it was off. I was on my MacBook mic built in, but now we're in the actual microphone. So, guys, don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. I appreciate it. Your mic was off, Richie. I know, Cali Jets. I know, but it's all good. Now it's not. Now it's not. All right, let's get into some games, okay? Let's get into some games, and then we're going to get some special guests that's waiting backstage to come on and preview their game for a few moments, and we'll go from there. So before we do that, I did want to give another huge shout-out to BetUS Sportsbook, because without BetUS Sportsbook, folks, Roundtable Sports won't be able to do what we do, okay? They are the official sportsbook sponsor of Roundtable Sports, and we're very, very fortunate to be partnered up with BetUS. So if you guys want to use the promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, the code is YouTube150. Now, I want to get into the odds presented by BetUS. You see the full slate of games right here on the screen. So let's check out the BetUS odds for each game and kind of talk about the spreads, which game we like the most. So starting off with the biggest game of the week in terms of like the line, it's at the Raiders and the Ravens. All right, that's a 9-point spread. Now, the first thing I'm thinking of is, oh yeah, last week we had the Patriots-Bengals as a 9-point spread. And the Patriots what? Now, I'm not going to say the Raiders are going to come in and upset Baltimore. I do not see that happening, especially with the Ravens being 0-1. They are going to, I think the Ravens may cover, honestly. I think the Ravens are going to go crazy this year. So you guys know that all the odds that we're going to be talking about in today's show is presented and brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook. Use the promo code YouTube150 to get your 150% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, all the way up to $2,000. All right, so let's go game by game and kind of break it all down, man. And please do me a favor, hit the like button. Guys, we're launching a new show here on the network where basically is going to be me every single Sunday morning going into each game, giving you my thoughts and objective analysis of each thought. I try to be as neutral as I can. You obviously all know I'm a Jets fan, so but I like to throw my objective aside, or my bias aside, be objective while on the Roundtable main channel, because I want this to be more of an NFL analysis. So appreciate you all tuning into the show, guys. Again, don't forget to simply like the show on your way into business. Now, we do have a guest backstage, so I think that will be a perfect first game to talk about before we get into the rest of the games. Real quick, we'll bring on our first guest of the NFL Sunday Morning Pregame Show, baby. Of the NFL Sunday Morning Pregame Show. I just got to figure out the graphics real quick, and we'll get him in. So, guys, let me know in the chat some teams that you feel like are absolute locks in this game, in their games. All right. I want to hear your guys' thoughts of the games that you feel like are absolute locks heading into Sunday football, because, you know, we all like to put our bets in, and maybe somebody feels like there's going to be an upset and somebody may sway another way. Week 1 in the NFL was pretty crazy. I think week 2 might be even crazier if we're all being honest with ourselves, which is why I'm really excited to break it all down. There's a lot of interesting matchups. I'm really excited to see that. I'm really excited to see the Chiefs-Bengals game, low-key. I just feel like that game is going to be really important to see who the heck the Bengals are. Is Joe Burrow, is he bad? You know what I mean? Like, is that what it is? He's just not a good quarterback anymore. Are the Bengals frauds? Right? You remember that word everyone like to use? Fraudulent. Oh, they're frauds. Now, unfortunately for them, they have to go up against the Chiefs. So that's not going to really help them out at all, right? So I feel like that Chiefs and that Bengals game is going to be a lot of fun. So let me know any games that you feel like are going to be one of those games that you're definitely keeping an eye on. We got Sunday Night Football, which is going to be fun as well, which is the Chicago Bears in Houston. Are we going to see a better version of Caleb Williams in that game? So there's a lot of things to figure out in these matchups. So again, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, in the live chat. Appreciate you all tuning into the show. And now let's get into business, baby. Buccaneers might win. That's another good game I'm really excited about, is the Buccaneers versus the Lions. I'm really high on the Buccaneers, folks. I'm very, very high on the Buccaneers this year. I think that they have a chance to do something special. I'm a big believer in my boy, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, my boy. So we shall see. All right, now that I'm getting this all figured out, let me just quickly do this, and then we're going to get our first guest in the building. Give me 1 second, folks. Last minute, quick little change of route. All right, so we have the Lions and the Buccaneers game, which I think is going to be one of those games that a lot of people are going to be tuned into. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's going to be high-scoring? You guys think that game's going to be high-scoring, or is it going to be a defensive battle? I think it's going to be high-scoring, no doubt. No doubt about it. All right. Sunday morning show. Let's do it. We got our first guest coming on in. He's the representative of the AFC South Roundtable, his Indianapolis Colts. My man Derek is in the chat. He's here. Derek, my boy, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, Richie? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you taking some time and coming on the show, man. I'm excited to talk some ball. We got a big matchup for you guys. The Colts, they have a chance to win this game. Now, no disrespect, but I don't know if it would be. I think a lot of people are picking you guys because of the obvious Malik Willis behind center for the Packers, even though I was very impressed with the Colts, and I felt like you guys almost gritted out a division win in week number 1. What's your level of optimism heading into this game?
Well, I mean, I wish I could say it was higher. I know that was the immediate thought, right? That Jordan Love is out immediately. That makes the Colts the favorite because they went toe-to-toe with the Houston Texans. But, I mean, on top of it, I mean, man, we have been getting killed with injuries already, Richie. I know a lot of teams have right now, but, I mean, the Colts have too. Before the season even started, we already lost our number 1 edge guy, and now we might be losing our number 2 edge guy in this game. And we just lost our best outside corner for the entirety of the season. And who knows if Josh Downs is going to play in this game again. So, and Julian Blackmon, our best safety, is out for this game too. So, I mean, the defense is decimated on the Indianapolis Colts side. And we saw how bad they were against the Houston Texans from that standpoint. So, I mean, I wish I could say it was higher because, you know, I have this insanely bad feeling that this defense is just going to look like the worst defense in the entire NFL in this game. And we know even with them not having Jordan Love, Green Bay's got some great weapons offensively. But then my optimism shoots back up because I'm thinking, you know, I saw what Anthony Richardson did in that first game, and I'm thinking, man, if he just dials it up and if he, you know, even completes 55% of his passes this time around, then, you know, I'd like to think that we have a good shot at it because you saw the big playability from Anthony Richardson.
Oh, you did. You did. I mean, that throw he had was ridiculous. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I saw that man just like throw an 80-yard missile, it felt like, off his back foot, which was pretty interesting. I do have a Colts question to you, though. I did draft Adonai Mitchell in fantasy, and I was watching that game. He could have 2 touchdowns.
Three.
I'm like, bro, I mean, I didn't start him last week, so I wasn't upset with it. I need to see the rookie prove himself before I start him. I actually dropped him, but I do want to pick him up before this game because I feel like all Anthony Richardson needs to do is find him. I'm really high in the rookie. He had, 5 targets and only 1 catch. Do you think this is going to be a breakout party for Mitchell potentially?
As long as Josh Downs isn't out there, there's a great opportunity for Adonai Mitchell. I mean, heck, even if Josh Downs is out there, I mean, I know a lot of people aren't going to look at it because, you know, they saw only the insane throws that Richardson did make. But yeah, I mean, Adonai Mitchell legitimately could have had maybe the greatest rookie debut in the history of the NFL in that game had Anthony Richardson hit every single one of those throws because, yeah, 3 separate times Adonai Mitchell beat his guy on a simple go route, and he was open every time. Unfortunately, one time he got held at the top of the route, which resulted in a penalty, and it had him a step behind where Anthony Richardson did throw it. So I kind of give him slack for that. But there are other ones. Yeah, dude. I mean, once Anthony Richardson and Adonai Mitchell actually figure out their timing, then I mean, the problem is you're not going to get a consistent flow of Adonai Mitchell. He is going to be either boom or bust. Because the Colts don't have a specific way that they target people. They like to spread it around, and they usually go with the high hand. So, I mean, it is 50-50 at that point. If Adonai Mitchell gets them, Adonai Mitchell can make some great throws. He's a great route runner, but who knows if the game plan is to actually go to Adonai Mitchell. Because last week they could have. This week, they may just go to Michael Pittman 15, 20 times in this game.
Yeah, and Pittman's no slouch. Pittman is a very underrated receiver, and I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see Jonathan Taylor in the second game of the season. I think the Colts have a chance here. It's definitely going to be interesting, but hey, man, Malik Willis does not have a passing touchdown his entire career. So I think as much as injuries that you guys have on your defense, I think that you guys will be able to pull it off if Anthony Richardson. That's how you got to look at it from a Colts fan perspective. As much as your defense is decimated, I'd honestly just ask Anthony Richardson and that offense to wake up because you're in Lambeau. You have a chance to get your first W. I mean, you're lucky, right? I mean, you're able to go into Lambeau without Jordan Love. That's a luxury. So you got to take advantage of it. I want to get your final score prediction, Derek, before I get you out of here, man. I want you to get this on the money. Give me your final score prediction for the Colts and the Packers game.
I also do want to say, too, the Packers Packers are getting ready for this game by bringing out a jugs machine and forcing their corners to have to learn how to jump routes on a jugs machine, because that's how fast Anthony Richardson throws the football. So you have to get used to that speed. I'll stick with my original score prediction that I had on the AFC South roundtable. I think it was 27-17. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think both of these teams are decimated with injuries. I think it'll be a relatively low scoring game. It could potentially be lower. Who knows? But yeah, I think the Colts will come out with this one. I think in the positions that it matters, the Colts have the better talent in some areas. So as long as Jonathan Taylor goes off and as long as Anthony Richardson isn't turning the ball over at all, then I think that this Colts team will be fine.
All right, everybody in the chat, let us know your score prediction, who you got winning the Colts and the Packers game. I'll definitely be tuned into that. I mean, as I'm watching my Jets, of course, freaking out over there. But hey, man, Derek, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you taking your time. Good luck to Anthony Richardson and the Colts, and I'll be pulling for you boys.
All right, appreciate you, Richie.
Appreciate you, Derek. Take care. Shout out to Derek for joining the NFL Sunday Morning Pregame Show here on Roundtable Sports. Go check out Derek's YouTube channel, guys. He supports his Indianapolis Colts on the AFC South Roundtable. And the AFC South Roundtable is doing some big things, man. It's doing some big things. Let's get a little zoom up in there. So shout out to everybody. We got 31-20 Colts, 27-10 Colts, 20-24 Colts. What's the spread of this game? The Colts are 1-point favorites on the road. 1-point favorites, courtesy of BetUS on the road. I think that's very interesting. Very interesting to see them as 1-point favorites, okay? So let's get into the next game that I wanted to highlight, which I think is going to be a really fun one. The Dallas Cowboys against the New Orleans Saints. I think we're going to be able to see right away who the Saints are. I mean, the Saints went out there and just absolutely obliterated the Panthers. Now, are we going to look at that and be like, whoa, the Saints are Super Bowl contenders? Not yet. We know who they did it against. It's a division rival that sucks in the Carolina Panthers. Impressive, but also not really that impressive. But I think this is a good opportunity for the New Orleans Saints to kind of tell everybody, like, nah, we actually are a top dog in the NFC that you got to be careful about. And what a great opportunity for Derek Carr and the Saints to go into Dallas and take on the Cowboys, who are also coming off blowing out. Now, the difference between the blowout games of the Cowboys over the Browns and the Saints over the Panthers are two things. Number one, Dallas was on the road in week one, which is impressive. When you're a team going on the road and you blow out an opponent, that is really insane. But the Saints did it at home against a bad football team, and also the Cowboys did it on the road against, at this point, we believe the Browns are a good football team, and they're in the playoffs last year. So I'm going to take the Cowboys in this game. I'm really high on the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys actually may have like one of their better seasons under Dak Prescott. I think this is their year where everything clicks. I think this is the year where they get over that playoff hump. Maybe I'm getting a little over the top here. I know that they lost some pieces, but I really like the Cowboys big time. But the Saints do have an underrated defense. I think that they got an underrated weaponry around Derek Carr as well. So I think it's a good opportunity for this football team to go out there and make a statement in the New Orleans Saints. But give me the Dallas Cowboys in this game, personally. The odds for this one is -6 Cowboys. I honestly like the Saints at +6. I think the Saints can cover, but I'm going to take the Cowboys to win the football game. Jet it out. I'm ready. Yeah, we are. Let's go, baby. Jet it out in the chat with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Jet it out. I appreciate that, brother. Big time shout out to you, man. Everybody give Jet it out some dono hype in the chat right now. Dono hype in the chat for Jet it out. All right, guys, if you're joining the show here on Roundtable Sports Network, giving you the NFL Sunday Morning Pregame Show, please let me know by simply smashing the like button on the show and subscribing to Roundtable Sports Network. We appreciate all the support that you guys show here on the channel. Now let's get into the next preview. Vikings 49ers. Interesting one, huh? Now, the 49ers are coming off beating like one of the best teams in the... Kidding, I forgot I got to be objective on this show. All jokes aside, man. Who is Sam Darnold? Huh? Who are you, Sam? Are you the bust that the Jets drafted and had to get rid of? Are you a journeyman? Or have you found yourself? Have you found your home in Minnesota? Now, he's coming off a dominant week 1 against a bad football team in the Giants. But can you imagine if Sam Darnold goes out there at home against the San Francisco 49ers and lights it up? Or just does enough to win? That's crazy, man. I love Sam Darnold in this game. What is the spread? 5-point spread on BetUS. And the Vikings are at home. So I'd like the Vikings to cover at +5. Personally, man, I don't know. I mean, listen, the 49ers are elite, okay? We had to witness them. The Jets had to witness them on Monday night on the road, and we got plummeted. They're without Christian McCaffrey for the next 5-6 weeks. He was placed on the injured reserve list. Thank God I did not draft him. I almost wanted to draft Mason, but I did not. So the 49ers proved on Monday night that Mason he's no McCaffrey, but he played like one. He played like a McCaffrey on Monday. So I think that this game is going to be interesting. I'm not touching that game, Richie. It's a trap. Too much of a spread. Yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting. It's like you want to believe in the Vikings after what we saw from Sam Darnold, but at the same time, you remember, like, it's Sam Darnold, bro. He needs to show it more than once before we really buy into the hype, right? Before we really buy into that hype. So this is the opportunity where I'm looking at Sam Darnold, and I'm like, hey, bro, are you that guy that can actually pull this off? Are you somebody that we can actually believe that you can maybe make a run in the playoffs with Minnesota? I got the 49ers winning this game. I got the 49ers winning this game. Ravens, Raiders. Is there much to say on this one? I might even take the Ravens spread at -9. No disrespect to the Raiders. But I think the Ravens are about to plummet them. I think this is the blowout of this week. Especially when you look at the record, right? The Ravens are 0-1. The Ravens are 0-1. There's no shot the Ravens are going to fall to 0-2. I think the Ravens are going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. And I think that they're going to dominate the Raiders. Now, the Raiders are in such an interesting spot. They're in quarterback purgatory. They have a superstar at wide receiver. They have a young, dynamic rookie tight end in Brock Bowers. They got a solid running game. Their defense has a lot of holes outside of their defensive line. The Ravens are going to kill them. The Ravens are going to kill them. Now, we have the Chargers on the road against the Panthers. I think that's another game where it will kind of tell us who the Panthers are. Are they actually this terrible football team that we saw week 1? Is Bryce Young going to show something? It's their home opener, the Carolina Panthers home opener. Are the Chargers going to go out there and just dominate? Are the Panthers going to be pesky and actually bounce back? I mean, we keep hearing like, oh, the Panthers got a new coach that's going to revive Bryce Young's career. I watched Bryce Young last week, bro. I was like disgusted. And I kept giving Bryce Young the benefit of the doubt. I kept telling people like, yo, I know he was terrible in his first season, but can we give Bryce Young a few more games, a few more like opportunities to prove himself before we write him off? And I was watching that game against the Saints, and I'm like, dude, he does stink. Is there any flash? Is there a flash I'm missing here? Where's the flash from this player that I don't see? I'm rooting for him. I think Panthers fans deserve for Bryce Young to figure it out, even though I think a lot of them are already just convinced that he's not their guy. And he's looking like he was drafted in the 6th round. He was the 1st overall pick. One of the worst 1st overall picks you'll see. So we'll see about this game. I got the Chargers winning that one, man. I got the Chargers. Another really good game is the Jaguars-Browns. Oof. Jaguars-Browns. Let me know who you guys got in this one. The Jaguars and the Browns game is very intriguing to me because the Browns are coming off getting blown out by the Cowboys at home. And the Jaguars are coming off a game where they felt like they should have won. I mean, if you're a Jaguars fan, if you're a Jaguars player, you played very well in that football game in week 1 against the Dolphins. You really did. It just, you were not able to finish it out. You were not able to score any points in the clutch. You were unable to, secure that last touchdown ETN. But I feel like if you're a Jaguars fan, you should feel good after that game. I got the Jaguars winning. Man. So I'm looking at NFL Network right now, and they're previewing the Jets game. The Jets gave up 401 total yards against the 49ers. That's tied for the second most in a game since 2023. That's embarrassing. They better freaking win this game, bro. Let's talk about this Jets-Titans game, man. Let's get to the Jets-Titans game. All right, I got the Jaguars beating the Browns, by the way. The Jets and the Titans. The Jets are 4-point favorites on the road in this game. So I feel like if you're the New York Jets, you have to win this game. Like, there's no sugarcoating it. The Jets don't have to go in there or dominate. That's not anything that no one's expecting that. But this is a pesky Titans team that has every reason to go out there and try to prove themselves. Every reason to believe they should have won their first game of the season against the Bears. They gave up no points. No touchdowns. So I think this is a game where Aaron Rodgers has to air it out. I think this is a game where they have to really, try to run the ball, of course, but open that playbook up and throw that football, man. I want to see Rodgers throw 25 plus times, 30 times in this game. I want to see, now that we got the all right, Rodgers survived the full game out of the way. I want to see this offense open up the playbook. I want to see Rodgers control the line of scrimmage. And Will Levis, he's a very turnover-prone quarterback. And I think this is an opportunity for this Jets defense to get back on track and start to make him look bad. Because let's not forget, last year, the New York Jets defense were notorious for making good quarterbacks look bad. And now we have a bad quarterback. An unproven quarterback, rather. I don't want to, disrespect Will Levis. He's still learning. He's still young. He's still figuring things out. We got a young, learning quarterback. There is no reason why this Jets football team on defense cannot make him look bad. Now, there's one advantage point that the Titans have over the Jets, and that's running the football. The New York Jets have to be able to figure out a way to plug up the run and win this game. I have the Jets winning 24-17. All right? I think this is going to be a breakout party for the defense. I think allowing 17 points would be a plus after what we saw last week. So give me the Jets to cover that -4 and win the game. Now, another matchup that you can argue could be the worst game of this weekend, the Giants-Commanders. Hey, it's a division game. You never know. It's a division matchup, right? Giants-Commanders. Commanders is -1 at home. That's sad. I feel like they should be a little bit more. Give me the Commanders at -1 in this game. I think that Daniels has an opportunity to kind of show up and show out. If Sam Darnold ripped apart that defense, there's no reason why the second overall pick Daniels can as well. Now, the Giants, on the other hand, they have a chance to get their offense figured out. They're going up against a really bad defense. Very bad defense in the Commanders. So, if I'm Daniel Jones, if I'm Brian Daboll, you really got to figure out that offense. Now, I didn't even know this. What's the news on Malik Neighbors? Is he hurt? What's the latest news on that? Because I saw, he's good. Malik Neighbors is good for Sunday. All right, that's good. I saw that during the week he had some type of knee issue at practice, and then he showed up with an injury report, and a lot of people were panicking, but he's good. Thank God for Giants fans. Giants fans need Malik Neighbors healthy all season. He's the only thing that Malik Neighbors is the only thing that I think Giants fans look forward to watch with their football team. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there somebody else? Dexter Lawrence is a dog, of course. Kayvon Thibodeau is young and fun. You brought in Brian Burns, your defensive line. Yeah. But offensively, who the heck do they have that is exciting? Let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody. So I think Malik Neighbors is a very, very good quarterback, wide receiver. I think he is, man. I think he is. So we'll see about that, man. Let's go. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts to hear what you guys feel like is going to happen in this game coming up. Now, we talked about a lot of matchups. Let's talk about the Patriots and the Seahawks. Patriots and the Seahawks, all right? This is a game where I swear if the Patriots pull this game up, if the Patriots pull this game off, we're going to have to start taking them seriously, bro. We're going to have to start taking them seriously. The New England Patriots are hosting Geno Smith and the Seahawks. Let me know in the chat who you guys got in this one. Let me know in the chat who you guys got. Seahawks or Patriots? I think that, the Seahawks are without their starting running back, Kenneth Walker. Okay. That's a big blow. He had a really good game. He had a really good game against Denver. So, and then you add the Patriots, right? What their strength is against the pass, you can say. They shut down Joe Burrow. Their secondary is good. So I think the matchup I'm looking at is like DK Metcalf, JSN, Tyler Lockett against the Patriots secondary and Geno Smith. Right? I think this is going to be an interesting game. The only way the Patriots pull this out is if the Patriots just absolutely run that football with Ramondre Stevenson. And the Seahawks have no answer for it. Because let's be honest, does anybody believe in Jacoby Brissett? I don't. Do I believe in the Patriots' run game? Yes, I do. I think they have a very good run game. I think Jacoby Brissett can do enough if you have an elite defense and a good run game, for sure. But at some point, you're going to have to ask your quarterback to go out there and make plays for you. I don't know if that's going to happen. So we got Junior Rudy, 1916 Seahawks. 95 North Falcons talk show. My boy says, I have Pats 27-14. Yikes. He's got the Patriots pulling it out, man. The Patriots are pulling it out. You guys agree with that one? Patriots defense still hooping out there, and they force feed Ramondre. Yes, they do. No, he will play again this season. Who are you talking about, JD? Who are you talking about? I think the Seahawks will get it going. I hope, man. Hitting Geno. Yes, you will. Every Sunday morning we get Richie. Let's go, my boy. I appreciate that, man. It's a lot of fun. Last week was fun. You guys showed the love. You guys showed the support. You showed up. And I'm like, you know what? I think this is going to become a weekly thing. Shout out to Derek from the AFC South Roundtable. He's the only one in the network that wanted to join me, bro. Everybody else is like, we don't want to join. I sent the link to the network group chat. I'm like, bro, if anyone wants to join the show, come on in. Nobody did. Besides my boy Derek. Thank you, Derek. It's all good. Tua. You're talking about Tua. So there's some news about Tua Tagovailoa that just came out, right? That he's not retiring. I don't really expect him to retire, to be honest. I know how much of a competitor Tua is. I know how much unfinished business that he feel like he has. I think that what Tua needs to do, man, is focus on his health for sure. He needs to make sure that he comes in there and does not get on that football field until he's healthy, bro. 100%. Come on now. So, I hate that Tua had to get hurt like that, man. Just slide. I'm having morning coffee, though, Richie. Hey, Jersey Dolphins. Me too, bro. Morning coffee out of an AFC East roundtable mug. Come on now. My boy is coming in the future. I love it. Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, you get a pass. You don't play till Monday night. This is a Sunday preview. How about that? Appreciate you, brother. He's taking concussion protocols. He's seeing someone to help him out. Yeah, he's seeing a neurologist, right? J-Dog got the Patriots winning 18-16. Sheesh. Roundtable Sports for the win. Yes, sir. This week was the first week of Roundtable Sports where we had all 8 divisions recapping football. And it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, man. Especially the NFC South Roundtable. I'm so proud of that channel, man. Because it was a slow start for them, not going to lie. It was definitely a slow start. But it doesn't matter how you start. It's about how you finish. And they're going nuclear right now. Let's go. Cap for Life says, Richie, the front office will want him to come back. They have 200 million reasons to force him to come back without forcing him to come back. Yeah, 100%. I think Tua's going to play this season again. I really genuinely do. Play Penix. Jets forever wants Michael Penix out there. I agree, man. I agree. I mean, Kirk Cousins is still that guy. Well, we shall see. But you never know. Folks, if you're enjoying the show, do me a solid favor. All you got to do, all I'm asking, is to like the video. Like the show if you guys are enjoying it, man. If you're enjoying what we do here, smash a like button. 39 likes. Let's get the 50 likes, baby. Let's get a 50 likes. DF forever in the chat. We appreciate you coming on here. Richie King. I'm no king, brother. I'm no king. Roundtable Sports been putting in work. Johnny, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, baby. Shout out to Roundtable Sports. And I just want to give a big shout out to all the creators that makes Roundtable Sports possible, man. We got so many creators within this network. That's been a joy to watch them be a part of it. Also, shout out to all the people behind the scenes that you guys don't know about that's putting in work for Roundtable Sports. We have interns. We have graphic designers. We got video editing. We got so many departments that's on the rise, and I'm out there just overseeing them all, hiring this person, firing that person. I mean, it's fun, man. We're building something special, and you guys are all witnessing it grow in real time, man. In real time. And all we're trying to do is just develop a culture, develop a workplace that can allow creators like myself, for the Jets and other creators, to, of course, get paid money they deserve and to build their brand. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I have a question. Do you think Kirk Cousins is fully healthy going into the Eagles game right now? I don't really think he's healthy, but respect that he still has that injury, ain't leaving the pocket. So the thing about Kirk Cousins that I've noticed is this. There's a difference between the torn Achilles that Kirk Cousins has last year and Aaron Rodgers'. Kirk Cousins tore his right Achilles. Aaron Rodgers tore his left Achilles. The reason why that's important is because the plant leg of the quarterback, when you're throwing right-handed, by the way, Kirk Cousins, you can tell that he's planting into that back foot. And what makes Kirk Cousins so special as a quarterback is he's not athletic, he's not mobile, he's not, contorting his body all over the place. He has such good fundamentals. Like, Kirk Cousins is one of the best quarterbacks at connecting his lower half and driving his lower half into his arm. And now that his right Achilles is compromised, you could see it. Whereas Aaron Rodgers' Achilles, it's not his plant leg, it's his front foot. So Rodgers doesn't have to put as much stress on the Achilles. If that makes sense. Hopefully he's going to be all good. Roundtable Sports was a great idea. Well, thank you, Christian. You guys know where Roundtable Sports originated from. Pop quiz. It's a really easy answer, bro. I hope somebody can get it. Where did Roundtable Sports originate? Where did it all start? What started? Cousins is overpaid along with Jones and Watson. Oh, Watson overpaid, bro. He's not really leaving the pocket. That tell you something. Yeah, I mean, he's not really ever leaving the pocket. Let's be honest. He's a pocket passer, but I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. Hassan Reddick thoughts. Who's Hassan Reddick? Who is Lancelot talking about? Do you guys know who Hassan Reddick is? Does anybody know who he's talking about? Does anybody know who Lancelot is referring to? Hassan Reddick. Who is that? I don't know. I never heard of him. All jokes aside, man, coming from a Jets fan perspective, he's not on the Jets. He never will play a snap. He's gonna go. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna get cut or he's gonna get traded. Jets fans, don't expect Hassan Reddick to ever play again for this team. All right, like, he's just not a Jet. I don't know what his goal is. I have a bold prediction. I see Hassan Reddick retiring, bro. I think his days in the NFL are done. I feel like he feels like nobody wants him. I mean, let's be honest. The Eagles did not want to extend him. The Jets don't want to extend him. I don't know. Lancelot, appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Richie, should Tua retire? Listen, I think it really comes down to the experts should decide that. The health experts, the doctors, the neurologists. They got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. I don't think Tua will. If the neurologist says, like, you're one more head injury away from something really scary happening, then maybe he should consider it, but I just don't see it happening. I see him getting released. Yeah, I think Hassan Reddick is going to get released. personally. Last Second Sports is in the chat. Our boy that represents the San Francisco 49ers on the NFC West roundtable. What happened if the Jets lose today and after 2 weeks it's only Dan Mitchell with any hope this year? Jesse. Shh. The Jets are losing today. Better not, bro. They better not, man. Listen, if the Jets go down 0-2 and the Dolphins are 1-1 without Tua and the Patriots are 1-1 or 2-0, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Well, Last Second Sports, Jesse, it ain't happening, bro. Yeah, but what is your opinion? My opinion on Tua is it just, for me, it depends what the doctors are saying. Like, if you're Tua, I guarantee you the last thing Tua wants to do is retire. Like, that's the first thing. Tua is a competitor. He just got paid. He went through a whole offseason. He went through a whole training camp. The last thing he wants to do is retire. So, I don't think he's going to. Now, it would be in the best interest for his long-term health to retire. Smitty, my boy. Salute to you, Smitty. Shout out to my boy Smitty in the chat. He is the intern for Roundtable Sports, and he is absolutely doing his damn thing. He's doing his damn thing. If we lose today, fire Salah. Guys, if the Jets lose today, this is going to be a large topic within the Jets fan base. I'm telling you that right now. You know that, man. It won't happen, though. It won't happen. Yo, my local games for today are the Jets, Titans, and Commanders, Giants. Let's go. Folks, I'm going to be live on Jets Media for my watch party for the Jets, Titans game. If you guys want to pull up to that, definitely come through. I'll be going to the game today. Which game you going to, bro? Which game? Hey, Richie, Grand Junction, Jet. Our defense is going to bounce back. Our dog's about to eat. Jets, baby. Appreciate you tuning in, Nathan. Shout out. Shout out to Nathan tuning in, man. Folks, can we get to like 75 likes? Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get to 75 likes. Hit that like button, folks. The Jets versus the Titans. Let's go. Enjoy the football game in Nashville, man. Seems like it's good weather, right? What are your thoughts on Christian McCaffrey? I just got a notification that he's looking like 6 weeks. He will come back. I kept far away from McCaffrey in fantasy for that reason, even though I did not really technically have a chance to draft him, but I did not want him because when you're somebody that tweaks a calf muscle, and I learned, unfortunately, through experience. Do you guys remember in OTAs last year, Aaron Rodgers tweaked his calf muscle? He just like a little strain in his calf muscle. The calf muscle is connected to your Achilles. So right when I saw McCaffrey have a strained calf, that makes your Achilles vulnerable. So now he has Achilles tendonitis, and the 49ers know that there's a risk for him to tear his Achilles, Christian McCaffrey, right now. McCaffrey knows it. The 49ers organization knows it. The medical staff knows it. So it's smart for them to just let him rest. No reason to go out there. They just dominated the Jets without McCaffrey. Richie, I understand how you felt last year. Yep. Jets fans, they know, man. I mean, Tua's not out for the year, but it could be. It's not a good feeling when your quarterback goes down that early in the season. Let's tell you that much. That's why when Dolphins fans were piling on and laughing at us, I was like, better hope that doesn't happen to you next year. And it did. Sorry. Richie, I came through, had to wait 5 minutes. We are going 1-on-1 today. Go Jets. You had to wait 5 minutes. I got to change that setting. I hate that. When you subscribe, you have to wait 5 minutes to send in the live chat. I want to change that. Should be 1 minute, not 5. David, thank you for subscribing to the channel and then waiting 5 minutes just to say this. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. I live in Tennessee now. The one game I won't miss if it comes to... Yeah, that's awesome. You were not one of them, JD. I know that. Not every Dolphins fan, that's for sure. When I say Dolphins fans, I don't mean every single one. Richie, is Jordan Love officially out because he's doubtful? Yeah, he's out, bro. He's out. It just takes until game time for them to like officially send out the, inactives and stuff, but he's going to be out. He's not officially ruled out, but he's out. That's why the Niners was at peace putting McCaffrey on IR. Look how they did us with Mason. Yeah. Sad. Did you see there's a lot of Jets fans in Nashville? Oh, I saw it, baby. We're representing over there. I love that. I freaking love it, man. All right. Which game did we not talk about yet? Cardinals-Rams. The Los Angeles Cardinals. I just had the Los Angeles Cardinals. Ignore that. The Los Angeles Rams are in Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Who do you guys got in that game? The Rams, I think, are going to come out. I think the Rams were the best team in the league last week that lost. Either them or the Ravens. I think that the Rams have a chance to contend for that division with the 49ers. They have to win this game, though. I think that they're going to be a wild card team at minimum. The Cardinals, they looked interesting against the Bills, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I got the Rams winning. Cooper Kupp is about to go crazy in that game. That's how I look at it. What other game? Steelers, Broncos. Bo Nix. I definitely, this is going to be interesting. I mean, the Steelers won that weird way. Can the Broncos pull this off? Now, Bo Nix got to go up against TJ Watt. And TJ Watt is literally a football magnet. I mean, that guy's on the football field, and he just, like, knows where the ball is going to be at all times. It's like, oh, the ball's fumbled, I recover it. TJ Watt is a generational talent, man. And every time I put on a Steelers game, I'm like, this guy is ridiculous, dude. I like the Broncos to maybe cover in this game, but it's hard for me to pick them to win because Bo Nix is such a young quarterback, rookie, going up against a Mike Tomlin-led defense. Yeah, I got the Steelers, but I think that Denver has a chance to win this game. I'm not going to lie. That's a very underrated, interesting game there. And then we pivot to Sunday Night Football. Texans versus the Bears. That's going to be a good one, man. That's going to be a good one. I think the Texans are the well-loaded machine, man. The well-loaded machine. I think that Joe Mixon being right in the prime of his career is very, very interesting to see him join C.J. Stroud, Nico Collins. They got Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell. I mean, Laramie Tunsil protecting C.J. But the Bears are coming off a game where they literally won single-handedly with their defense and special teams. Can their defense shut down that team? I cannot wait for Sunday night tonight. I think that's going to be one of those games that a lot of people are tuned into, a lot of people are excited about. So, definitely interesting one. I think that the Texans are going to come out with the dub. I think the Texans are going to come out with the W. That's just me. Richie, going to hit you with the stat. Von Miller was faster getting to the quarterback than his 2021 season. Von is back. Wow. Von Miller, a year removed from that brutal injury last year. He looked good, man. He's looking good. That's good for the Bills. I have a question. I do this every week, but which game is going to be awful? Define awful. A low-scoring, like, yucky game or a blowout? Because I think the blowout of this week is the Ravens. It's the Ravens over the Raiders. The Ravens over the Raiders I have. Monday Night Football, Eagles-Falcons. The Philadelphia Eagles, I think, should win this game. The Atlanta Falcons have something to prove. But let's be honest, the Eagles did not look perfect. The Eagles did not look excellent in their game in Brazil. Jalen Hurts had turnover after turnover, but then Saquon Barkley got cooking. So the Falcons got talent. They disappointed in their first game. I think that the Falcons have to win if they want to be taken seriously. The Falcons fall to 0-2. to the Steel. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Falcons' schedule is really tough. Really tough. Genuinely. I got the Eagles winning that one. Giants Commanders will be the most boring. That's a good one. Unless Daniels is entertaining. But that's going to be the yucky game. Jags Browns could be. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. Exactly. Eagles win convincingly. I'll never bet on Cousins. Yeah, I feel you. So, we talked about it just a few moments ago, but there is a lot of news around Tua right now saying that he has no plans to retire. No plans to retire. And he's seeing a concussion specialist right now. That's kind of what I expected. He's going to go through the protocols. He's going to do all the things. But at the end of the day, I don't really see him retiring. I really don't. So, we'll see. The Jets, though, need to get a W against the Titans. That's for sure. That's for sure. Guys, if you're enjoying the show and you're enjoying a Sunday morning, you enjoy waking up on your Sunday and you got Richie live for the 10 o'clock hour every single Sunday, you let me know because I'm not going to keep doing this if you guys don't like it. You know what I mean? I need to see your feedback. Let me know what you like about it. Let me know what you don't like. The goal is to eventually get more guests on. We had one guest early on in the show. I'll have to really try to incentivize them to come on. Be like, come on, man. Pull up to the show. But if you guys enjoy the show, you let me know in the chat. I want to do this every Sunday at 10 a.m. and kind of just make this, give you my thoughts of every single game across the entire Sunday football slate. I think it's important to just, keep this perspective of, talking about every single football game and giving my in-depth analysis and being interactive with the chat. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. I genuinely do. So that's going to wrap up this show, guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys tuning in. This was the Roundtable Sports NFL Sunday Morning Pregame Show with your host, Richie Mollura. All right. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will be live on Jets Media starting at 12:30 to give you my reaction to the Jets and the Titans game. So come through. Come on through. Great show. Fins up no matter what. JD the Great. Appreciate you, bro. I like the show. Appreciate you, Boba Jet. You're the man, Richie. Love analysis and takes. Keep up the great work. Go Bills. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, David. I will be going live for the game on Jets Media. I will be going live for the game on Jets Media. Don't you worry about that, bro. Come on now. So I will be live on Jets Media in an hour and a half from now. Guys, don't forget to like the show on your way out. Let's get this to 60 likes. Come on now. 60 likes. Let's get it. Appreciate you guys big time. Salute to the chat. We got Young Buck Collins saying, great show. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. King Savage. Let's go, Jets. You know it. Smitty saying, I'll stop by later. Let's go, Smitty. I'll see you later, bro. That's going to wrap up this show. I'll see you guys later. Peace and love as always. Salute to the chat. Salute to Roundtable Sports. Peace.